going on, dudes and dudettes? So more accolades and awards that Juju Watkins keeps swiping up this end of the season watch list. So yeah, she ended up winning the AP Player of the Year, which is a pretty big one. She also won the Wooden Award, which is really big, and then also the Don Staley Award, which I think went to one of the guards, and then also Juju Watkins was the first shooting guard to win the Ann Myers Drysdale Award multiple times in her young career so far in college. So yeah, congrats to her. Obviously locking up all these end of season awards, and yes, sadly USC is still not playing in the tournament, but either way, at least they can say they at least lost to a team that has at least made it to the championship game. As you're watching this on Sunday, that game will happen, and I guess we'll find out if UConn ends up winning. But either way, it was a successful season in the end, even though kind of having a little bit of an exodus of a lot of their younger players, but I'll get into that in a little bit. But when it came to Isaiah Collier, the rookie for the Utah Jazz from USC, he recently had his 416th assist, which passes John Stockton for the most assists by a rookie in Utah Jazz franchise history. So yeah, big time. Congrats to him. Like I said, I was talking about him the middle part of the season once he started getting more playing time, and he's obviously shown that he should be first team all rookie in my opinion, but we'll see where he ends up towards the end of the season. And then Kiki Iriafen recently signed a shoe deal with Skechers. I think I had mentioned that, but I didn't know exactly who she had signed with. But yes, it's pretty cool for her. So it's pretty obvious that she is now heading to the WNBA officially. I think she might have had a chance to come back for another season, but either way, she's definitely proven to be at least a top 3 overall pick. And then USC baseball has been on a pretty hot streak. They did beat Indiana the other day 10-5. They also beat Indiana again 13-12. Then they beat San Diego State 9-6. Then beat Ohio State 5-3. Then beat Ohio State again 12-9. And then Ethan Hedges of USC was a 2025 PG College Baseball midseason two-way player of the year, because I think he pitches and plays somewhere. I forget exactly his other position, but congrats to him. And then Andy Stankiewicz, their head coach, was named a collegiate national team manager for when they do a lot of their world playing and all that stuff against the other teams around the world. So yeah, congrats to him getting some recognition. Obviously, he's one of the better coaches out there. I just wish they were able to bring in a lot more talented recruits, but they do have a lot of talented players that are starting to get drafted more, which is still really cool for the program. And then when it comes to House of Victory, they signed the safety Christian Pierce, who's returning for his final year, if I'm not mistaken. They also re-signed tight end Walker Lyons, and they also signed the new safety transfer Bishop Fitzgerald. So yeah, congrats to all those guys on being now part of the NIL collective with House of Victory. And speaking of some of those departures from the USC women's basketball team, yes, another freshman in Kaylee Heckel recently left a nice message, I guess, kind of nice, after a lot of thought and difficult consideration. She made the difficult decision to enter the portal. And yeah, I don't know, a lot of these people are, especially these young ladies, are leaving early, and I don't know if USC is just going to hit the transfer portal really hard and get some older players who are going to be like 1 or 2 year mercenaries while Juju Watkins is still in college. And like I said, she's most likely going to miss most of the season, but I was maybe expecting like the idea of either Howell or Heckel leaving, but I did not expect both. So that kind of signals to me that they're going to bring in some more veteran leadership from the transfer portal. And if that's the case, then I guess it's a positive. But when you're losing your young talent and then you don't supplement that with the older, more ready to go talent with Lindsay Gottlieb as the head coach, and I don't know, I guess we can start pointing fingers at her, but hopefully that's not the case and she'll get it turned around as soon as possible. And then yes, I believe the men's tennis team defeated UCLA, their rival, 4-3, which was nice. And then a couple of the women on the golf team were at the Augusta National Women's Amateur, April 2nd through the 5th. I believe Jasmine Koo, their best player, Catherine Park, Bailey Shoemaker, and Sarah Hammett were all there, which is pretty cool to them, so congrats. And then the women's water polo team defeated number 1 Stanford 12-11, so yeah, that was a big time victory. And House of Victory also signed Kylie Chong of the women's golf team, so congrats to her. And then beach volleyball has been on a pretty nice win streak. The most recent wins were against Washington. They beat them 5-0, the number 19 team. Then they defeated number 17 Hawaii 5-0. Then they defeated number 4 Stanford 4-1. Then they defeated number 8 Texas 3-0. Then number 16 North Florida 5-0. So yeah, big time get. And I think they're taking like another break for some reason. I guess there's not that many beach volleyball teams out there around the country, but either way, it seems like they're able to get back at some of these teams they ended up losing to a couple months ago. But hopefully they can continue that momentum and earn, like, what is it, their 4-peat or 5-peat? I don't know. Something crazy out there for the women's beach volleyball. And then the Anaheim Ducks got a victory finally against the San Jose Sharks 4-3, so I guess that was nice. And then looks like the U.S. is hosting the 2031 FIFA Women's World Cup. So yeah, that's a big deal. So hopefully a lot of these younger players that are coming up are going to be on that team. And hopefully, I mean, they won it before with a bunch of veteran and older women on the team that still can play and dominate on the World Cup stage and even the Olympics too. So I guess I shouldn't be too worried when it comes to the women's soccer side. It's always the men's soccer side that kind of fall apart when they're needed most. So good luck to those ladies in the future, and hopefully they can win a championship on our U.S. soil. So thanks for watching, people. Like and subscribe. Comment down below. Let me know what y'all think. Have a great rest of your day. Bye. If I don't.